Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the District Attorney's Office. I'm Brian Mason, the District Attorney for Colorado's 17th Judicial District. And today is the very first day of our 2022 Victims' Rights Week. And Victims' Rights Week is a week where we specifically emphasize and recognize those who serve victims in our community and victims themselves who have been victimized by a crime or some other event. And I'd like to start out today by saying how much I appreciate the work that everyone in this office does, the work that everyone in law enforcement does, the work that everyone in our victims' rights groups do to try to support victims of crime in Adams and Broomfield counties. And I'd like to also recognize some of our unsung heroes, such as these two beautiful dogs here, who are representative of actually service dogs throughout our community who help make victims feel better when they have to go through the criminal justice system. So can we give a round of applause to our dogs? Nobody ever asks to be a victim of a crime. And nobody ever asks to come into the criminal justice system. And yet when they do come into the criminal justice system, it's our job to try our very best to support them, to lift them up, to make them whole, and to get them justice. And that's what everybody who is here today has committed their professional lives and personal lives to doing. And I'm truly grateful. Today we release some doves as a tradition and as a symbol of supporting victims and also our general humanity's quest for peace and a better world. And so today when we release the doves, I'd like to just recognize a few folks that are on my mind and that are on probably many of your mind as well. First of all, not too long ago, members of our community were given phone calls in Broomfield and Westminster about evacuations because of fires. And although those fires thankfully did not hit Broomfield and Westminster, they absolutely ravaged our communities just a little bit to the west of us. So as I release the doves today, I do it in memory of those who lost their homes in the Boulder fires. And also, although in our community of Brighton and Adams and Broomfield counties, a place like Ukraine can feel really, really far away, the fact that this war in Ukraine has been going on and displacing so many people is close to our hearts as well. So as I release today's doves, I do it also in memory of all the people who are suffering in Ukraine and around the world. And finally, I just want to say thank you again to those of you standing behind me and those of you in front of me and everybody who has committed their professional lives and personal lives to trying to help and support our victims of crime. This work is honorable, it's hard, it's draining, it impacts our mental health, and yet it's work that really matters, and I'm grateful to all of you, so thank you. And now let's release the doves. Thank you, everyone. It's a cold morning. Go inside and get warm. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Victims' Rights Week.